Hi y'all, I am going to make a pork barbecue roast today, and I was at the store a little bit ago and I got this. It's a Boston Butt Swift Premium Shoulder roast marked down to 1086, and in line while the cashier was checking me out, she said would I like her to tell me how she fixes hers and that it's delicious, and I said that I would love for her to tell me, so she did, and we're going to give it a try, and it sounds really good, so we're going to see how it turns out. So here is the roast, and it's almost 8 pounds, and it looks really good. And to that we're going to add this 12-ounce orange juice, and it's still partially frozen, but it'll melt quickly. And I'll spoon some of this over it every now and then. But you put your 12 ounces of orange juice in there, and then you take a Pepsi or Coke, and it should be equal parts, and you pour that over it. And the orange juice helps tenderize it, and the Pepsi helps glaze it. So that looks pretty much like 12 ounces. And also I'm going to use some of this rub I have talked about. This one is the rib rub, and it's by Bollner's Fiesta brand. And if you didn't see in the video where I talked about it before, I got this at Academy Sports in their spice and marinade section, but they do sell it, I think, at Walmart and stuff if they have it in your area. They don't have it in mine. So I'm going to sprinkle some of this over it. A pretty good amount because this is a big roast. And some pepper. And some salt. And some garlic salt. I love garlic, salt, and pork together. So that's all that we're going to put on it. And we'll just add the lid. And I am going to cook this on high probably about 8 hours, or until it's just really fall apart tender, whichever comes first. And every now and then you might want to turn the roast over if you can, or baste it some, which is what I'll do. So anyway, we'll give this a try, and the next time I see you, we'll be ready to taste it and see what we think. Hey y'all, we're back and the pork roast is ready, and what I wound up doing is cook it overnight in the crock pot on low, and it is fall apart tender. It went, it's a really big roast. I think I told you about 8 pounds, and it went for about, I would say 10 hours on low. And I did flip it one time because the whole thing wasn't in the juice, and I did give it a little taste when I flipped it because the bottom half was cooked and it was so good. So I'm looking forward to trying it now. But I'm going to put you down here and let you see. I went ahead and took it out of the crock pot because it's so heavy. But here is the broth, and as you can see, it's real rich and all that. So here is the roast, and you can see this part was the part that was out of the water, and it does have somewhat of a caramel glaze on it. And let me get down here and get a bite. And there's the bite. Now I'm going to put the camera back up. I need 2 hands to do that. Okay. Now I'm going to give it a try. The taste is fantastic. You get that little bit of an orange flavor and a little bit of sweetness from the Pepsi, but it's not overriding the taste. The way I feel about it is that it's a good base for what you want to put on it, like barbecue sauce or whatever. And you might like it just like this. It really is good. But we love barbecue sandwiches and chopped barbecue and so on. So what I'm going to do is take part of this and shred it up, put just a little barbecue sauce, and then I'm going to put the oven real low and stick it in the oven and let that barbecue sauce kind of cook into the meat. But like I say, I'm not going to use much barbecue sauce. But this was a success for sure, and very good. I'm going to let the lady know at the grocery store that we really enjoy it. So I appreciate you watching. Give this a try if you get a chance, and I hope you enjoy it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.